This comment says, is bookkeeping a worthy line of work to go? I'm looking to switch jobs. Let's talk about what it's like to be a bookkeeper. And I'm not going to do a day in the life video today. I just don't feel like that. But I will let you know how I got started in bookkeeping, what it's like to be a bookkeeper, what it's like to also own a business as a bookkeeper, because you can go be a bookkeeper for somebody else, right? What I think you need to have, either intrinsically or as a skill that you develop, in order to be a good bookkeeper who makes a living off of this work. I started out as a bookkeeper straight out of college. I have a math and physics degree. I did a internship at a CPA firm during tax season that year, right before I graduated. And I was just like, oh, I actually really enjoy this. And this is something that I can pick up pretty easily because I'm already good with spreadsheets and numbers and all that shit. I started working in a staff accountant position doing bookkeeping pretty much immediately after graduation. That was over 10 years ago. It was May of 2014 that I graduated. So it's been 10 years. I kind of just learned the skill of bookkeeping on the job. And we were doing public accounting, which means that I was not doing bookkeeping for the company I worked for. I was doing bookkeeping for the clients of the company that I worked for. That was the main product or service that my employer provided, was bookkeeping. We also did tax preparation. I have enjoyed doing bookkeeping since. I have learned so much about small business finances and accounting and tax preparation in those 10 years, and all of it was learned on the job. So I can't tell you what an accounting degree actually consists of, because I also have people who have accounting degrees, literally, come to me to get training on small business bookkeeping. So I don't know what I think you learn about fraud and investigating and auditing and tax prep and stuff, but you can either start your own business doing bookkeeping for other businesses, for other clients, and grow a client list doing bookkeeping for other businesses. Go work at an accounting firm to do bookkeeping for their clients, or you can go work at a business that needs an in-house bookkeeper. That is a specific situation where you need to make sure that that position has good boundaries built into that business's policies, because you do not want to have complete financial control of a business's books when you're an employee. That is a big no-no. I meet people all the time that are bookkeepers for a business, they're an employee and they do the bookkeeping, and they have way too much control and access to that business's finances. That's a big no-no. And you would want to make sure that if you're going to be hired as a bookkeeper internally for a business, ask what their policies are, even if you can read the policies up front to kind of know what protections they have in place. It not only protects the company's finances and assets, but it protects you as an employee so that you can't be accused of fraudulent activity in their finances. Having those guardrails in place is very important. But what I did is start my own bookkeeping firm in 2022, and I work virtually, I work from home. This is my main source of income. And I do bookkeeping for other people. I also train other people how to do bookkeeping, specifically on QuickBooks Online. So yeah, I love doing bookkeeping. It is fun to me to put the puzzle pieces together of somebody's finances. It is fun to set up a bookkeeping system for folks. It is fun to teach them how to use it, but not all bookkeepers do the training thing. That is something specific to me and my business that I do. I'm not saying that there aren't other people who do that training, but that is something that I really excel in, that people come to me for, to learn how to do their own bookkeeping. Then I also provide content. I'm not a content creator, but I do put out content to kind of grow my audience, grow my engagement, but also give people free tips and resources to help them when they're struggling with their bookkeeping and their finances. And I do think that bookkeeping is a worthy line of work, obviously, because that's what I started a business in. It is the case that you need to like it or enjoy some aspect of doing bookkeeping and accounting in order to go into this line of work. Because if you hate dealing with spreadsheets, if you hate dealing with numbers and data and all of that, it's not going to be fun for you. On top of that, if you are starting a business as a bookkeeper because you like doing that work, the business aspect of it is the same as running any other business or being self-employed in any other industry. You need to be good at sales. You need to be good at business administration, being accountable to yourself, staying consistent, like having a routine schedule, all of that. All of those business owner skills are going to come in handy as well if you want to start a bookkeeping business, be self-employed as a bookkeeper. I get this question a lot, so I figured I'd just do one whole video talking about my experience as a self-employed bookkeeper. I also don't do tax returns. I know that I don't enjoy doing tax returns. It is something that I could add on as a business service that I provide, and I just don't want to. And that's kind of the beauty of being self-employed, is I get to decide what kind of work I want to do and with whom. Bookkeeping is totally a worthy line of work to go into. It is something that every business needs to have, is a set of books, point blank period, because it's so essential to small businesses, to self-employed folks to have a bookkeeping system. That happens one of two ways. They have a bookkeeping system that they use internally and that they do, or they hire out some or all of the bookkeeping tasks to a third party. That's the niche that I fill, and it is something that every business needs to do. I don't feel like I'll ever run out of people to help or clients, so I know that there is a lot of value in the market for the work that I do. The difficult part, or sometimes the uncomfortable part, or the not fun part, is developing the skill to run my business well, to create sustainable income for myself, to create systems to support myself, because I'm just one person right now. I don't have any employees, and I need to make sure that the business is sustainable and somewhat self-sufficient, so that I can take fucking vacation, I can take time off, and I don't need to be working all the time. That part is the challenging part for me, because it's something I've never done before. If you want to start your own business in bookkeeping, I would definitely suggest hire a business or sales coach, which is what I have, to help you develop those skills. Selling is a skill, marketing is a skill, just like bookkeeping is a skill. But if you already know that you like bookkeeping, you can go work for another business as an internal bookkeeper. You can go work for an accounting firm doing public accounting and bookkeeping, or you can start your own business. So I obviously think it's a worthy line of work to go into, and I'm glad you asked that question. And I do not have any sort of products or resources for bookkeepers necessarily. However, the Bookkeeping Foundation Kit is the bare bones basics of my bookkeeping system that I teach to all of my clients. And bookkeepers are more than welcome to come join me inside my community to purchase my courses and my offers, and to even book a training on QuickBooks Online with me. Other bookkeepers, other accountants are more than welcome to book those services with me and kind of learn how I do things. I love working with people that already have a basic understanding of bookkeeping and accounting. It makes the training, it makes whatever skills I'm trying to teach them, it makes it that much more accessible to folks. Check out my offers. Those are in the link in my bio. You can go to my website, alleaseaccounting.com.